And our second main topic today gets submitted to us by NBR, who writes, "Hi, John. Next to movies, my second favorite medium of entertainment is musicals. And one of my favorite musicals of all time is Dear Evan Hansen. Today I saw the first trailer for its movie adaptation, and I have to say it has me slightly worried. While I loved Ben Plat in the role on Broadway, I fear that he's too old to convincingly play a high schooler. What did you think about the trailer, and have you watched or listened to the original show?" Okay, thanks a lot for saying that in NBR. And yeah, listen, I have heard of Dear Evan Hansen on Broadway. I have heard of it, but I've never seen it. I've never heard a single number from it. I was aware that a movie, Evan Hansen, Julianne Moore was going to be in it, and I heard they got the kid who starred in the Broadway version. I heard of that ages ago, but this is a movie that has completely been off my radar. Completely been off my radar. And then yesterday, I'm going through the news feeds, and somebody mentions a Dear Evan Hansen trailer's drop. So I go over and check it out. I was floored by this trailer. I'll use the word loved. I love this trailer. And I don't know if a part of that is because I am not aware of the original show and the original story. I'm not aware of it. So as I'm watching this trailer, it's all hitting me very fresh. And the whole concept of it, and the themes they seem to touch on, and the scenarios that it creates, I'm watching this trailer and I felt my heart getting attached to the story just from the trailer itself. And so I say this as a guy who has no pre-existing hype because of the Broadway show. I don't know anything about Ben Plat and the fact that he played it on stage, so I don't care about that. All I know is that I sat down and watched a trailer that did what movies should do. They should touch our souls. And this was a trailer to me that really touched my soul as I was watching it. And I cannot wait to see this movie. It has instantly propelled itself up to my top 5 most anticipated, still to come out in 2021. I thought it was great. Now, one of the interesting things that a lot of people are talking about here today is the fact that, okay, they got Ben Plat, who plays a 17-year-old high school student on the Broadway show. This is years later. He's now 27 years old. And he's now playing a 17-year-old in that. This is not new, though. This is not new. I mean, they had people getting ready to apply for Social Security who were starring in 90210 that were supposed to be high school students. I mean, this isn't exactly anything new. I mean, we still have Tom Holland, who's only a couple of years younger than Ben Platt is, still playing a high schooler Peter Parker. I mean, so this isn't new. And
no.
Look, we bring up this image again. When we look at him here, if you were to tell me that's a 17-year-old kid on his way to high school, I buy it. I mean, also, if you told me this is a 24-year-old guy, on an awkward first date, I would also buy that. But to me, it's not a big issue. Honestly, I think it's more people who are fans of the original material that might be a little bit more caught up in this than anybody else. But I think it worked. Personally, I think it worked. Anyway, Rob, did you have a chance to check out this trailer? Were you aware of the original musical? I really wasn't very much, but what did you think about the trailer?
Well, I have to tell you, I had vaguely heard of this show, but I didn't really know anything about it. And like you, by the end of the trailer, I was completely on board with this whole story. I mean, my God, it starts out, it's difficult subject matter to deal with. And then you watch where this is all going. And then, of course, I thought it was going to be a feel-good movie. And then it turns into, oh, nope. Feel-good movie turns really dark. And the poor guy was just trying to, he let circumstances get out of control in his life and everybody around him. Everything goes to hell. And yet it's a musical. And I'm like, I love these kinds of stories. And the music is clearly, I mean, the music was written by the people that did Greatest Showman. I'm sure that the tunes, I'm sure there's a cast album. I just haven't heard any of it. But when I saw this trailer, I'm like, oh, I'm so there for this. I just love stories like this in general. I think they're kind of irresistible. So, and it's got a great cast.
Oh yeah, has an incredible cast, including I'm kind of watching. My wife and I both really like watching Mayans, and they've got Miguel, the guy who plays the kid who commits suicide. His father or his stepfather is a dude from Mayans. So I get kind of geeked out when I see people from Mayans and things. So that's pretty cool.
And this is written. I don't know if it's written, but it's directed by the writer-director of The Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Yes, that's right.
So, and I love that movie. It's one of the teen. I wouldn't call it necessarily a comedy, but teen coming of age stories. I really enjoyed that film a lot. I thought Ezra Miller was great in it. I really love that film.
All right, guys. Question is for you. What did you think about the trailer for Dear Evan Hansen, I think it's called. Anyway, guys, what did you think about it? Were you a fan of the original Broadway musical? Were you unaware of it like I was? What kind of impact did this trailer make on you? Maybe you didn't think it was all that good at all. Maybe you loved it. Whatever you guys thought, jump on down to the comments section and leave your thoughts there. Okay, guys.